Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Brendan Fraser, NBC Tonight.
I don't like bullies. That's all organized crime is. Bullies. Boom. I'm determined to take them down.
You're under arrest.
No one's above the law.
Freeze! Man your battle station.
I left into the middle of a war.
Multiple surface contacts.
And that is my father.
You're about to get your men killed.
This is insane!
Quantum Leap, Monday.
Our broadcast tonight, Beyond the Barricades. We'll hear from Lac du Flambeau residents whose roads are closed off.
Plus, staying strong in Tomahawk. We'll learn about a growing senior exercise program despite lost funding.
And the Lakeland T-Birds were aiming for an upset tonight of a top-seeded team. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and Conrad Sapinski.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Jessica Jukic.
And I'm Dan Hagan. For a decade, Lac du Flambeau tribal officials tried to negotiate rights of way for non-tribal residents using tribal roads to get to their properties. Because the title companies in town were not negotiating in good faith, the tribe put up barricades on 4 of their roads.
It's now been about a month since the barricades were put in, and it's causing a lot of strain for people living behind them. News Watch 12's Mohammed Abdulkawi spoke to a couple of residents from Lac du Flambeau and has more.
I didn't think it would get to this point.
On January 31st, the lives of many Lac du Flambeau residents changed.
The tribe has decided that almost overnight, with less than 24 hours notice, at least to the homeowners, that they were going to push the issue forward, and they came in and they shut the property off.
Traveling across lakes is the only way to get around. People like Dave Kivitz says doing something like going to the grocery store has been a problem.
It's been difficult. It's been manageable. Unfortunately, we've got some really good friends and really good neighbors up here that allow us to utilize their snowmobiles, utilize their garages, utilize their houses so that we can get changed and do what we need to do in order to carry on with our life. But this is getting to be a little bit out of hand.
I'm here at Center Sugarbush Lane, one of the 4 roads blocked by barricades. Because of the limited access to roads, one family had to leave their home because their daughter couldn't get to school.
It was scary, but honestly, I packed 3 days worth of clothing. My daughter, I don't even think she packed clothing. We grabbed her stuffed animals, we grabbed our dogs, and we left. We thought it would be 3 days.
However, those 3 days turned into a month. Pam Kester is currently living in Iowa with their daughter, as he says that the change of scenery definitely took a toll.
My daughter has been trying to do her schoolwork from a distance, but it's been very difficult for her. She's neurodivergent. She has autism, and she has several other significant learning disabilities. She's been struggling with depression. She has been having heart palpitations. She's having trouble with her sleep. It's been super stressful for her.
A major concern for residents is not being on the same page as the tribal members.
I'm just frustrated with hearing that the tribe is actually concerned about our safety to walk down this road today and see that no plowing has been done. I'm actually up here by myself without a vehicle to get anywhere. Our driveways have all been plowed in with 3 feet of snow. I don't think our health and well-being is being looked after whatsoever.
Do you feel like this is going to be resolved anytime soon?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I sure hope so.
Reporting in Lac du Flambeau, I'm Mohammed.
Wow, it looked like a lot of snow out there. Right now, same story. We have around 20 inches of snowfall on the ground. Skies are looking pretty clear. We will have some increasing clouds, though, into those overnight hours, and those thicker clouds are right about here, right at that border of Minnesota and Wisconsin. A couple of flurries up in northern Minnesota. Those are not going to be reaching us tonight. Temperatures are really cooling down. Ahead of all that cloud cover, we're pretty clear, so that means temperatures are really cooling down, especially with those winds being pretty calm. We're at 18 degrees here in town. Eagle River, though, pocket of colder air, 12 degrees. Lando Lakes, 11 degrees. Even Anago and Merrill are in those mid-teens. So temperatures will continue to cool off. Our average low should be around 11. So tonight we'll be pretty much near that. Our average high around 33 degrees. Today we are at 31. So not quite there, but pretty much near our average for this time of year. Tomorrow is going to be another nice day. We're going to see a decent amount of sunshine, mostly cloudy skies overall, though. Peaks of sunshine will be likely with temperatures slightly above average this time in those mid-30s. Even down south, we're going to see some mid to even upper 30s, maybe even some 40s popping up here by Adams County. Overnight, though, temperatures will continue to cool off, hovering close to 14 degrees. Dan?
A fourth grade math teacher at Minocqua Hazelhurst Lake Tomahawk Elementary School was arrested today for one count of possession of child pornography. 45-year-old Lucas Arschbrenner was arrested today in Arbor Vitae. According to the Wisconsin DOJ, law enforcement executed a search warrant at Ashbrenner's residence. The warrant was the result of a cyber tip originating at his home internet service. Ashbrenner was taken to the Vilas County Jail. No word yet on when he will be in court.
The Oneida County teenager charged with making school terrorist threats last June accepted a plea deal today, less than 3 weeks before his scheduled trial. 19-year-old Adam Bauman pled no contest during his court appearance today. Today, Judge Michael Bloom sentenced Bauman to 3 years of probation. Court records show that Bauman could have his charge expunged from his record if he completes his probation successfully. Bauman was recently charged with felony bail jumping last month, but that charge was thrown out as part of the plea agreement. Judge Bloom ordered Bauman to have a health assessment and have no contact with the intended victims or their family members. He's also banned from Lakeland Union High School, and his firearms will be confiscated.
One person died in a snowmobile crash early this morning in Iron County. Just before 1 a.m., Iron County Emergency Dispatch received a call of a snowmobile crash on Trail 20 in the town of Mercer. According to the Iron County Sheriff's Office, the operator of the vehicle failed to negotiate a curve, left the trail, and struck several trees. The driver was reportedly unresponsive at the time of the 911 call. He was later pronounced dead at the scene by the Iron County coroner. The incident remains under investigation.
A fire broke out at a building just west of Rhinelander. The fire started this afternoon at a home next to Jeff's Fabrication. A person at the scene told Newswatch 12 that someone passed out and the fire started in the bedroom. But we have not received official word on the reason. While the footage is just of smoke, flames did come out of the building. Firefighters used hoses to put out the fire.
Vehicles that were trapped at a Wisconsin mall for several days after a parking garage collapse have been released to their owners. Last week, there was a collapse of a ramp at a parking deck at the Bayshore Mall in Glendale. Several vehicles were trapped on an upper deck and were unsafe to remove until engineers checked out the site. 2 vehicles were crushed in the incident, but fortunately there were no injuries. Crews began delivering cars to patrons today that had to be left behind after the collapse. Engineers are continuing to assess the damage to the parking structure as they prepare to make repairs. Losing a major sponsor isn't stopping Strong Bodies of Tomahawk.
The program, which helps seniors stay physically fit, lost funding from the UW extension following last November's election cycle. So its program leaders established a new LLC in order to keep the program going. The exercise classes aren't just for physical fitness, it's also for mental fitness, camaraderie, and a sense of accomplishment.
It keeps their strength up. It also mobility, flexibility. Doing the exercises also is good for the mind, and we have camaraderie.
As of now, all 4 classes are full with 94 total participants and 9 instructors. Because of the popularity, a new 12:30 p.m. class will open this spring. For more information, you can visit our website, wjfw.com. The Murdaugh murder trial has gained national attention, and it came to an end this evening. We'll have the verdict coming up.
Plus, Wisconsin's Attorney General toured Wausau's crime lab today. We'll hear why he says the lab needs more staff. That's after weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
Can we really trust him with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay. With AAA Auto Insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA Auto Insurance and expect something more. Dan Kelly won't keep our community safe. As a lawyer, Kelly defended child sex predators who posed as ministers in order to prey on vulnerable young girls. They lured young children to locations they believed to be safe, only to sexually assault and molest them. And Dan Kelly defended those monsters. Do you want someone like that on the Supreme Court? Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
Carpet City. Uh-oh. Did your holiday hosting create a couple extra stains in your carpet? Or do you just need an update for your old flooring? Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and start your year off right with free carpet installation. That's right, free carpet installation. If money is a little tight, Carpet City Flooring Center can help make your project affordable with interest-free financing. Get your free carpet installation today. Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
Here is your Newswatch 12 Ski and Board Report, brought to you by Ski Rule.
Can you save water using a less than full dishwasher?
We do it every night.
Do it with Cascade Platinum Plus. One load of dishes in the sink uses 24 gallons of water, while a dishwasher uses less than 4 per cycle. So do it with Cascade, the surprising way to save water.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser powers through tough messes, so it makes it look like I spent hours cleaning. And you know I didn't.
It makes my running shoe look like new. It's amazing.
It's so good. Makes it look like I have magical powers.
Magic Eraser and sheets make cleaning look easy.
Can we really trust him with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA Auto Insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA Auto Insurance and expect something more.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Spas, spas, spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show. This weekend only, inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild. Millions of inventory must be sold. Prices are slashed, up to 60% off retail. So save thousands. Save big on new hot tub spas and saunas. Plus, see the Michael Phelps Signature Swim Spas by Master Spas.
Hi, I'm Michael Phelps. Join the swimming revolution.
The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show. This weekend only, inside the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center, Rothschild. Visit 800spasale.com.
Not able to get to American Marine for the best boat show deals and prices you will find anywhere? Great news for you. For a limited time, we are extending all deals. We have tens of thousands of dollars left in manufacturer rebates. Plus, we're still matching deposits up to $1,000. Or we will beat any competing price by $500 on our 280 pontoons and 200 fishing boats in stock or inbound. Extended. Boat show deals only for a limited time at American Marine, Shawano.
The unknown is not empty. It's a storm that crashes and consumes, replacing thought with worry. But one thing can calm uncertainty: an answer. Uncovered through exploration, teamwork, and innovation. An answer that leads to even more answers. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Coming up on Friday, we have this week's edition of Homeward Bound.
And overall, not looking too bad. We enter that dry stretch. We're going to keep that going through the weekend. Temperatures this weekend possibly in the 40s. More when you tune in on your Friday from 5 to 7 a.m.
Menke Automotive is your new neighbor in central Wisconsin. So now you've got a friend in the auto business. Menke Automotive prides ourselves on having happy employees because happy employees make for happy customers. When you need a new Buick, GMC, or Mazda, expert service, precision body work, or just a hot cup of coffee, come in and get to know us at Menke Automotive at the old Fred Miller location on Grand Avenue in Schofield. Menke Automotive, your new neighbors in central Wisconsin.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
A convicted felon kidnapped and raped a 15-year-old girl, abducting her off the street in broad daylight. Judge Janet Protasewicz could have sentenced him to 20 years. Instead, she put him back on our streets.
What detractors would say is you having been soft on a violent sexual crime.
I would say that that's ridiculous. Judge Protasewicz puts our families at risk, and putting her on our Supreme Court, that's what's ridiculous. Fair Courts America is responsible for the content of this advertising.
See your local Northern Wisconsin and UP Ski-Doo dealers.
Yes, I'm a smoker. And yes, I'm aware I should quit. I get pressure from everyone I love and everything around me.
Smoking is really, really bad for you.
Yet sometimes that pressure alone is enough to make me want to light up.
The Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line. No judgments, just free help and medications. Without the lectures, call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Built Ford Tough. It's a commitment to providing you the capability, productivity, and the technology that you expect from Ford F-Series. The best-selling trucks for 46 years straight. And now during Ford Truck Month, find out what a built Ford Tough truck can do for you. This is Ford Truck Month, America.
I just got the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra from US Cellular. With the most powerful processor yet, it can game smoother than ever. With nightography, it can take selfies in low light. Click. And with a longer battery life and US Cellular's 5G network, it can stream my favorite shows around the clock.
Amazing. Can it go back in the bag?
Yeah, it can go back into the bag.
Okay. Did you just kiss the phone?
The new Samsung Galaxy S23. Free for everyone from US Cellular.
I kissed you? Yes.
You've got this. Whatever it is, you're ready for it. Your newly purchased defenses, top of the line. Your backup, backing up. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So if your new house still has some old tenants, we'll make sure your checking account won't be giving you any surprises. You've got this with Associated Bank.
This is a special report for people who want the facts about reverse mortgages without the hype. You've seen a lot of commercials telling you how you can turn the equity in your home into tax-free cash. But do you really know if a reverse mortgage loan can help you? Call today. For a limited time only, we'll send you a free special report. Reverse mortgages, facts without the hype. Did you know that not everyone over 62 can qualify? And you can choose to receive your money monthly or in a lump sum. Call us today and get all the facts you need. You'll speak with an experienced reverse mortgage advisor who will give you honest answers to your questions and even provide a free personalized assessment. This is a big decision. Get the facts with this free special report. Reverse mortgages, facts without the hype. There's no obligation, and the call is free. So don't delay.
Call 1-800-737-5145. That's 1-800-737-5145.
Welcome back, folks. Happy Thursday. The weekend's around the corner. All right, it is winter right now. We do still have 3 more weeks until it's officially spring. 20 inches of snow is on the ground right now. 11 inches in Wausau, and then look at Madison, pretty much at nothing. And of course, same thing into Illinois. But there's also a hidden danger. It looks nice. You know, the snow does look beautiful. You could have some fun outside, snowmobiling, maybe a snowball fight. But hey, there is icicles that will be a danger the next several days. As temperatures warm, sun comes out, more of the icicles will continue to form as that snow melts off the roofs. It does look nice, but please be careful and do not stand right over them as they will continue to fall. They could cause some serious damage. Right now, though, we do have some increase in clouds, no snow falling, and we will not have any snow falling anytime soon, maybe until a couple of flurries on Saturday, and then once again Sunday night. Take a look at the storm down south, though. Really starting to intensify. We actually had some very severe weather, tornadoes even in Texas several hours ago. This is a pretty intense storm with lots of Gulf moisture coming up from the south, and that's just going to hit northern Illinois into southern Wisconsin. Maybe Madison's going to get in on a couple of flurries. That's going to happen tomorrow, moving out by tomorrow night, but we are not going to get anything a part of this storm. Saturday, though, maybe a couple of flurries will be in the area. Sunday night into Monday does get interesting. We have another low pressure system moving into the area. We're going to have some pretty moderate snow falling into the morning hours on Friday. Same thing during the day before it finally starts to move out later into the evening hours. And then by Tuesday, we are finally in the clear. Let's talk a little bit about temperatures, folks. So with that severe weather down south, lots of warm air and Gulf moisture is making its way up. Even Chicago was on some 50s the last couple of days. Today, though, a little different story. They're in the 30s, and cooler air is starting to win that battle. It is still winter, and it is still March. And same story here in town, as temperatures are hovering at around 18 degrees. There are a couple of mid, even some low teens in the area. Look at Eagle River. 12 degrees. Land O'Lakes is finally into those single digits. So it is getting pretty cold outside. Everything, of course, is refreezing. So it is slippery outside. If you're walking, especially tomorrow morning, please be careful and take extra precautions. But hey, look at this. Light at the end of the tunnel. Sunday, 38 degrees before another slow cool down by middle to end of next week. But hey, we'll take those 30s the next several days any day of the week. Tonight, though, temperatures will be at around 14 degrees, increasing clouds, pretty calm winds outside. Our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show that snow in the forecast on Monday. Then once again, we are in the clear with temperatures starting to cool on down. Dan?
Former South Carolina attorney Alec Murdaugh was found guilty today of murdering his wife and son. The ruling comes after 6 weeks of testimony from more than 70 witnesses. On June 7, 2021, Murdaugh called police saying he discovered the bodies of his wife and son. Prosecutors have said they will seek life in prison without the possibility of parole for the murders, sparing Murdaugh the death penalty. He also faces 99 separate charges stemming from alleged financial crimes, including defrauding his clients, former law firm, and the government of about $9 million. Today, Josh Call visited the Wisconsin State Crime Lab in Wausau as part of a series of tours he's doing with legislators to push for extra funding for the labs.
The Attorney General is asking the state legislature to fund 16 additional crime lab positions in the state budget. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pazorski has more from his visit.
State Attorney General Josh Call is calling for an increase in funding for state crime labs touring one of the state's facilities on Wausau's west side.
These tours offer a rare behind-the-scenes look at the work that our talented crime lab staff are doing day in and day out.
Call toured the unassuming building on Stewart Ave, filled with specialized equipment to assist in toxicology and DNA testing, along with a rigged-out truck. Call says these pieces of equipment are crucial to the state's crime-fighting mission.
Their unit has seen a 46% increase in a request for their services. So we hope that the legislature will see the importance of these investments.
Along with call was Wausau Police Chief Ben Bliven, who spoke about why he believes the labs serve a need that local departments are unable to do on their own.
We were an investigating agency for an officer-involved shooting with the Marathon County Sheriff's Office a few years ago. And, the crime scene response unit from the state crime lab came out and they helped us process that scene. And it's something that we just would have had difficulty handling that on our own by ourselves.
The Attorney General went on to say that now the ball is in the legislators' court to make sure the labs continue to serve out the goals of the DOJ.
And additional resources will allow them to have some reinforcements in their ranks to ensure that evidence continues to be tested efficiently.
Reporting in Wausau, Kyle Pazorski, Newswatch 12.
The WIAA Boys and Girls Hockey State Championship Games tournament started today in Madison, Wisconsin. Mosinee hasn't seen a state tournament appearance since 2008, so making it this year meant a lot to the seniors. Newswatch 12's Serenity Douglas was in Madison for the game recap where the purple and white faced off with the number 3 seed Oregon.
I'm at the Bob Suter Capitol Ice Arena in Madison, Wisconsin for the WIAA Boys Hockey State Championships.
Mosinee brought 4 buses of fans down to Madison to help cheer on the purple and white. The stadium was electric. In the first period, lots of shots were taken, but none were connecting yet. Both Oregon and Mosinee's goalies were all over it, making it difficult to score. But late in the first period, the Panthers got it done to score first. The intensity was high in the arena. Mosinee suffered from many penalties such as unsportsmanlike conduct, cross-checking, and interference. This was putting a strain on Mosinee's numbers with multiple players sent to the box.
I think it was just the game, how it was. We don't typically take that many penalties. I don't know that they do either. Just unfortunately took away a lot of the pace of the game and a lot of the flow of the game. So you got to adjust, and we didn't do a good enough job of that today.
The penalties continued as the game headed into the third period. At some point, it was 3-on-3.
We talked about trying to stay out of the box, and unfortunately that didn't happen. We wanted to stay disciplined and talk about staying composed and emotional intelligence, all those things. But there was a lot of penalties in the game, and it's unfortunate that we didn't find a chance to capitalize when we had a couple power plays.
Mosinee hasn't been to the state championship game since 2008.
I think a big part was the big crowd. We weren't really ready for that in the matter. I think a lot of people were anxious, but just a lot of the little mistakes, but soft passes and things, turnovers, a lot of that.
Oregon scored 1 goal in every period to take the win and shut out Mosinee 3-0.
I'm Serenity Douglas here in Madison, Wisconsin, Newswatch 12.
Thanks for that, Serenity. The Great Northern Conference released their all-conference teams, and, well, surprise, surprise, it's highlighted by the Ouimet family. Christina and Juliana took home the Co-Players of the Year award, and Melissa Ouimet was awarded Coach of the Year after Lakeland Union went undefeated in conference games this season. Those 2 T-Birds were named to the first team all-conference to go along with Sophie Schleve from Manigo, freshman Taylor Jerschley from Mosinee, and Ava Lamers from Rhinelander. All players selected to the first team were unanimous selections. Congrats to all those girls on a great season. On the topic of Lakeland Union and the Ouimets, the T-Birds had a playoff game today. They took on New London in a WIAA sectionals game at Anago High School, looking to make it 1 game closer to the state tournament. Let's see if they could do it and advance to the sectional finals. Will the T-Birds make it 1 game closer to state, or will Juliana Ouimet play her last high school game of her career? Here in the first half, Sailor Timmerman gets the rock and falls down, but is able to make a nice recovery and get the bucket off the dime from Christina Ouimet, just like Coach Melissa Ouimet drew it up. Here's Christina again launching this pass full court to Lily Fortier, who gets the bucket plus the foul, and the T-Birds are rolling. Later that half, Timmerman gets the steal down low, and Juliana's going to get to work. She crosses up Lizzie Steingraber with absolute ease and finishes it off for the and 1 bucket. And this one was all Lakeland Union as the fabulous T-Birds take down the top-seeded New London team by 31 points.
Let's take a look at some of the other sectional semifinals games from around our area. First, the top-seeded Leon Wabeno was able to take down Sevastopol 44-29. Next, in D1, Wausau West dropped a tough game to Hortonville 69-41. And finally, the top-seeded Phillips lost to Colfax 67-56, so their season is unfortunately over. The Great Northern Conference wasn't the only conference to release their all-conference teams this week. The Marywood released their all-conference team for both boys and girls. First, on the boys' side, Aiden Janke from Athens and Isaiah Dietz from Schwamigan were awarded co-players of the year for the Marywood North. Adam Jacob from Marathon won the player of the year for the Marywood South. And on the girls' side, Casey Egebrecht from Phillips won Marywood North player of the year. And Anna Marie Awe from Auburndale won the player of the year for the Marywood South. Congrats to all those players on a phenomenal season. Wausau East has announced that Tyler Kramer will take over as head coach for the varsity football team. Kramer is a Wausau East alum and has served on their staff since 2018, where he was most recently their interim head coach. The Lumberjacks had to cancel their season last year due to roster size, and with the new conference realignment plan, Wausau East could potentially be joining the Great Northern Conference next season. If that changes, if that change does happen, the Lumberjacks will have their new coach leading the way in Tyler Kramer. Guys, are you excited to see something like that? New leadership taking the helm. It's going to be fun.
It's weird seeing change, though, especially if they join that new conference. But I want to say a nice job on the highlights. Good luck to the Lakeland girls on Saturday, I believe. Yeah. But let's talk weather, Conrad. Yes. It should be a nice weather. Oh, actually, I hear from my director we're going to toss to break. All right, we'll be right back.
Winter Park in Minocqua will be hosting a full day of family fun with the Loopy Lompet Ski Race and the Beat the Bunny Kids Fun Ski this Saturday.
You're watching NBC 12 from where you live.
At Batteries Plus, we do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives.
Visit Batteries Plus for free auto battery testing and installation. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
All right, welcome back. Before we get to the weather graphics, I got a question for you guys. So I know Sol's from Texas. You guys are from here, been here for quite a while. You're from Ohio, so you're used to snow. What do you guys think's one of the greatest dangers after it snows? What do you guys think?
After it snows?
Yeah. I got it. What is it? Because you know we have to drive to all those places like I was listening to Anna go. So my guess is it's the night or like the morning when it gets really, really cold and that snow freezes and turns to ice.
That's what I was going to guess.
He's kind of in the ballpark, the ice.
Say that.
Yeah, so it's actually a hidden secret. Look at this. It's icicles. I actually picked up a 6-foot, maybe it was like a 6.5-foot icicle in Nicolet College yesterday. That's the hidden danger. Yeah, right, so that is incredible. And that happens because we of course have snow on the roofs, and then once warmer temperatures come in, sunshine, that starts to melt, and then it starts to drip down, temperatures refreeze, and icicles start to form. So they are nice, but please be careful. Do not stand right over them. Temperatures right now in the United States are pretty mild. Here in town, though, we did have near average temperatures. Severe weather down south as temperatures are in the 50s, 60s, even some 70s tapping in on a little bit of Gulf of Mexico moisture. Highs earlier today, we're at around 31 degrees. Our average is 33 degrees. So near that all across the state. Now, things are cooling down. Clouds are starting to increase, but before that, temperatures are really cooling off. We are back into the teens, and that's going to continue to be a trend into those overnight hours. Take a look at these next 3 days. Wow, almost 40 degrees by Sunday, and then we start to cool off once again. So a nice look at next 3 days ahead.
Should be a good weekend.
Another beautiful weekend to get outside.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Conrad. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
NBC News Watch 12. News from where you live.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Save big money and get 11% off all your plumbing necessities now at Menards. Remove or transfer water quickly with Barracuda sump and utility pumps. These powerful, energy-efficient pumps are built to last with a rugged cast iron or thermoplastic construction. Be prepared for spring flooding and keep your basement dry. Start your plumbing project today and get a Barracuda cast iron sump pump for just $99.99 right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When you rent a Culligan water softener, there is no down payment or maintenance costs. Imagine all you could do with the savings. Dive into better water. Contact your local Culligan water dealer.
Here's your Newswatch 12 Snowmobile Trail Report, brought to you by your local Northern Wisconsin and Upper Peninsula Ski-Doo dealers.
Huge online auction, Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Complete dispersal of Nicolay Service Center. Ford tractor, Snap-on tool.